guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Peace Jones. Don't forget to like this video, to comment on this video, and to subscribe to this channel. Okay guys, if you're new here, welcome. I discuss three main topics, that is dating, travel, solo travel in particular, and also anything dealing with healing, growing, motivating people and yourself to just become the best you. Okay, none of us are perfect. Life is crazy. We all got to overcome certain things to become the best us. Okay, so those are the three main things I cover, and then I have some random things thrown in there like hauls, some celebrity dating issues, whatever it may be, right? So let's get into the topic at hand today. I guess this would kind of fall into like lifestyle, leveling up, motivational type of thing. And it can also fall into healing because it kind of ties into like how you view yourself and what you think you're capable of achieving and what you deserve. Okay, so anyway, let's get into it. The topic is Black girl luxury. Okay, so this topic has been swirling for a while now. From what I understand, there's been a lot of people on TikTok who have covered it and given their insight and opinions, and quite a few YouTubers who have covered it as well. Okay, and I just wanted to cover it and give my view on it. I think I have a split view on this where I can understand one side, but I can also understand the other side. And so I want to share the middle ground that I kind of have come to, okay? So Black girl luxury, right? If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically this new term that we have coined. Essentially, Black women or Black younger females, maybe in their 20s to 30s, and obviously older. It's not just that age group, but for the whole like social media wave and TikTok, the Black girl luxury has been a lot of women in their 20s to 30s like promoting it, right? So basically, it is when Black women live their best life in a more luxurious style, right? So eating at finer restaurants, taking really nice photos, wearing really nice clothes, being very well put together, hair done, nails done, just really looking good, you know what I mean? Taking care of themselves, getting facials, massages, traveling, driving nice cars, getting their bag, you know what I mean? And it's a whole lifestyle, right? And so on this side of the spectrum, you have these women that are living Black girl luxury lifestyles. And, you know, they have the designer, like I said, the nice cars, the nice bags, they're traveling, they're eating well, they're drinking well, whatever it may be. And it's obtainable to them. They're making the money to do so, or someone is sponsoring them with the money to do so, or the opportunity to do so, right? And then you have the women on the other side of the spectrum that are kind of like, well, you know, I would love to do this, but is it really that affordable? Is it really that obtainable? And is it even realistic for all of us to live this lifestyle, right? Because a lot of the women that are living this Black girl luxury lifestyle, they're basically promoting it as if it's something that you can just wake up and do, right? Like, let's just wake up and fly out to Paris. Let's just wake up in, you know, this 5-star hotel with a chandelier just dangling, a diamond chandelier just dangling above our head. Or let's just wake up and go on a shopping spree at Saks. Or let's wake up to a 5-star meal created by the top chef in the United States or whatever, right? And for a lot of Black women in this age group, it's not obtainable, right? Or it seems to not be obtainable, and it seems unrealistic, and it's kind of making some of these women feel some type of way, whether it be angry, whether it be insecure, whether it be sad, whatever it may be, because they aren't living this lifestyle or don't feel like they can, or they feel like it shouldn't be promoted as being such an easily obtainable thing to do, right? And so then you have women on this side, like I said, that are like, no, you should always think highly of yourself. You should manifest this. You should pray for that. And like, this is very obtainable. You just have to know that you can get it, that you deserve it, and you just have to work for it or find someone who's gonna sponsor you to do it, right? And so they're like, I don't understand why you guys are looking down on us. I don't understand why you guys are saying that, you know, we're promoting something that's unrealistic. I don't understand why you guys are mad. Like, we get one life to live. You should be living this soft life. You should be dolled up every day. And, you know, it's for all of us. So don't be mad at me. Just get like me type of thing, right? You know that saying, there are girls who get it. And the girls who don't. Okay? So my perspective on it is, and listen carefully, when I was growing up, right, I wasn't afforded a silver spoon. Like I've said in previous videos, if you guys go back and watch, I was raised by my grandmother, okay? Now, my grandmother wasn't dirt poor, right? Like, I lived in a nice neighborhood. I was always clean. I always had food to eat. When she could, she would do things for me so that I could have experiences, educational experiences in particular, travel experiences, things like that. So it wasn't like I was, you know, in the projects barely making it. But my grandmother was retired. So she had a retirement that she was taking care of herself and my brother and I on. So it wasn't necessarily this 5-star amazing lifestyle, right? So once I was of age to work, I worked my butt off, okay? I worked multiple jobs in college. I worked multiple jobs in high school. Coming out of college, I worked hard as heck. I've worked overtime at a lot of my jobs. I just really know hard work, and I know how to hustle, and I know when I need to get it and how to save it and how to maneuver financially, right? And I understand hard work. I understand, you know, not being able to afford certain things and not being able to do certain things and having to miss out on certain things and certain luxuries, such as the finest foods and the finest clothes and things like that. I mean, I think anyone who's been to college, they kind of know like the struggles of real life when you really don't have anything, right? And what type of meals you have to make in those situations, what type of clothes you have to go shop for, you know, whether it be clearance rack, whether it be thrifting, whether it be, hey, my homegirl finished wearing all these clothes and we're the same size and she's a lot more fortunate than I am. The clothes are still in good tack. Hey, let me wear them. You know what I mean? They're still clean. Nobody will know, whatever. Whether that means buying a used car that has a ton of dings in it and don't look so good. It was made in a year that maybe we was about 6 years old, right? That 1999 Corolla. So with all that being said, basically, I've come from humble beginnings where I can understand the women that are saying, hey, everyone doesn't make this amount of money. Everyone isn't living this certain lifestyle, or not that they aren't capable, but it's not as obtainable for certain people as you're making it seem, right? Let's say, for example, I live in the DMV, so most people my age, I would say by the time you're 25, if you live in the DMV and you have an education and you're working hard, you can make a decent living for yourself to where as though you can afford an apartment, maybe you can buy a home, you can live decently, you can go out, entertain yourself on the weekends, buy some nice clothes, whatever it may be, right? But if we're talking about a Black girl living in maybe a certain part of Florida, maybe a certain part of Alabama, Mississippi, just areas typically down south that aren't making as much, right? Their average income isn't as much. The cost of living is pretty low. They're not used to all this luxury, this and fine dining, that, and I need to drive this type of lifestyle, right? And it's not as obtainable to them because they're not making that much money. They're not making the money to sustain a lifestyle such as the ones being depicted online or promoted by these luxury lifestyle influencers, right? And so I can understand that, because if you're making 40K a year, if you're making 25K a year, there's no way possible that you're going to be able to pay your bills and also live and sustain a luxury lifestyle. I'm not talking about you go on one vacation and you buy one Gucci bag and you're like, ooh, luxury, black girl luxury. No, like I'm talking about you are capable and used to, comfortable with buying luxury bags multiple times a year, taking multiple vacations a year, always staying at certain hotels, certain hotel chains, wearing certain outfits, wearing certain jewelry, you know, things like that. It's not as realistic for certain women, right? And some of these women I've even heard say, like, I don't even want that. You know what I mean? Like, there's been some TikToks where women are like, what about the women that just want to wear this and that? Or the women that are comfortable with driving that Honda? Or the women that are cool with living in that townhouse? Or the women that are okay with painting their nails instead of going to get that full set, right? So there are women who don't even desire this certain lifestyle, right? And so on their behalf, I do feel like everyone should be comfortable doing what they want. And one thing that I find like really crazy about social media is that people will adopt these cultures or these lifestyles or these ideas, and they'll literally tell you it's the gospel. And if you don't want it and you don't want to obtain it, you don't want to live up to it, you literally are like dumb for not wanting it, right? But there's literally people that some of them have the money and they just choose to live off the grid. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be heard of. They don't want to be flashy. Like, believe it or not, there's millionaires and billionaires that we've never heard of. They're not popular. They're not like all over Instagram. They're just living comfortably with their money out of sight, out of mind, right? And so some people, whether they have the means or they don't, they just don't want to live this luxury lifestyle. They don't want to be a part of black girl luxury. And so it's like, hey, you know, can I live my life the way I want to without feeling bad or like dehumanized or put down or made fun of because I don't want to be a part of this culture, right? And then you have the other girls that are like, hey, I want to be a part of it, but literally it's not realistic. So stop promoting it as being realistic, because literally, like, in order for that to happen, Mary from Alabama making set amount of money per year literally would have to have 3 side hustles, scam, have a sugar daddy, and some more just to live this lifestyle, right? And then you have the ones that are also like, hey, you're not even paying for this. You have a dude paying for this. You are doing all these other activities on the side in order to get the money. So stop promoting it as if it's something that every woman can do when you're not even doing it, you know, properly or in a safe manner, right? You're kind of like, you know, winging it, doing things that some people wouldn't want to do to live the lifestyle, right? Now let's go on to this side of the spectrum where the black girl luxury is thriving and everyone's all for it, right? Now I saw one YouTuber say, how could the people on this side be angry? Because literally you are a queen, you are a black goddess, you deserve the best, you deserve to eat well, you deserve to drink well, you deserve to look good, you deserve to like stay in the finest places, right? And so she was like, you're kind of selling yourself short and making yourself sound crazy when you say, hey, stop promoting this and that because you should want to obtain that. And then she asked the question, she goes, is it really that you don't like us promoting it? Or is it that you don't believe that you can obtain it? And I said, that's something to think about, because I do believe that a lot of times people will project their jealousy or their envy or their lack of confidence and self-esteem onto other people when they feel like they can't do it, or they're jealous of how you do it, or they're jealous of how much attention you get from how you dress, or how much attention you get from all the vacations that you take, or the looks that you get, the stares that you get when you walk into a room, right? So that's a good point to be made. Do you really not want to do it? Or if you had the opportunity, would you jump on it? Is it just that you don't believe in yourself enough to go out there and get it, right? But I also agree with them saying, like, you should want the best for yourself. You should want nice things. You should want these experiences, right? Because starting back to where I was saying, like, how I grew up and my experiences, like having to work really hard in high school and college, now I've reached a point in my life where I can be comfortable. I can eat at really nice places. I can travel. I can stay in 4- and 5-star hotels. I can buy certain things as far as like clothing and bags, but I'm not really into that. I love me some clearance stuff and some discounted stuff. So that's not really my thing. But anyway, I can do certain things now. But for me, I feel like maybe I unintentionally live this Black girl luxury lifestyle, right? So a lot of people will say that to me. They're like, oh, you're bougie, or oh, you got to have the finest things, or oh, you stuck up, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not me. I do eat nice things. I do take the nice pictures. I do travel. To some people, it's probably like, oh, she's totally Black girl luxury. But I personally, like, my mindset is more so, if I'm making money, I want to keep that money. So I'm not going to blow it on certain things. My vice is travel. Now, I will spend some money on traveling, but I'm not going to spend it on designer bags. I have a few designer pieces, but I'm not keeping up with the newest Fendi and the newest LV and the newest Dior. If someone wants to buy me that, sure, but it's not really my thing to be trying to do all that, right? I'm not super into cars, so I don't really care to have the latest car unless someone's gonna buy it for me, right? So there's certain things that I think that, like, I live a lifestyle that may look like that and it may depict that to others, but in actuality, it's not something that, like, I'm doing on purpose. You know what I mean? Of course, I like nice things. Of course, I like to look nice, but I wouldn't say I'm like a promoter of Black girl luxury. I love to see it. I think we definitely deserve it. I love to see us basking in the glory of life and just enjoying all things great, because Black people have endured a lot. And to see us back on top, you have to remember we came from royalty. Kings and queens are our ancestors. So to see us back on top, young people, especially like I said, where I live in the DMV, young people are getting to their money, okay? And I love to see it, multiple streams of income, making 6 figures from their IT jobs, starting small businesses, owning restaurants, doing real estate on the side, owning multiple properties, driving this Mercedes, decked out in this outfit, like hair done, nails done. I love to see it, right? And I see it a lot, right? It's amongst my peers, it's within me, it's with my coworkers, all of that. It's not anything rare to see, and I love it. But I think my ultimate opinion on this topic would be, just live the lifestyle that you're comfortable with, and don't make anyone feel bad for not wanting to live up to a certain standard or lifestyle, right? We're all allowed to do what we want with our money, and we're all allowed to do what makes us feel most comfortable, right? I don't think at the end of the day, anyone gets any more cool points once they leave this earth for being a part of Black Girl Luxury than the woman who wasn't a part of it but still had the money to do so, or the woman who wasn't a part of it and just didn't have the money to do so, right? I think everyone should just do what makes them happy and try not to force things on people. Like, no one is less than the next woman because she doesn't want to be a part of Black Girl Luxury, right? And I do think that it is important to though we should always embrace better things and embrace our full potential and what we truly deserve and open our mind to that so we can manifest that, so we can pray for that, so we can receive that, we should also hold some sort of value to people that are like, hey, life is short. I don't care what I got on my back as long as it's clean. I don't care what I eat as long as it's good. And I'm just here to enjoy this life, pay my bills, make sure I have a savings. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm happy with my family. My kids are healthy. You know, I've obtained so much in life outside of materialistic things, and I'm just living and happy, right? Like, I think we should also find value in that mindset, because truly, this life is short. And some of the things that we put so much value and so much weight into, those aren't the things that really matter in life, right? Like having the finest, nicest, newest things, as opposed to having a great friend group that truly loves you, as opposed to having a great family that truly loves you, accomplishing your goals, living a nice life, eating healthy, traveling, whatever. It's like those are the priceless things. And I'm not saying you can't have both, because there's definitely people out here that have it all, right? And you should aspire for that if you want it. But overall, just live the lifestyle that you're comfortable with. Figure out what that is. Never sell yourself short, but also never conform to society's standards. All right, you guys? So let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will see you later. Peace.